Hi everyone, it's Paul from This Design That. I just want to make a quick video to help out any other at-home screen printers who are having problems trying to expose halftones. This test strip at the moment that you can see here, and it's quite a fine halftone image. I did originally print it at 60 lines per inch, but this that I've printed here is actually at 35 lines per inch. I've really dropped it down because, to be honest with you, the halftones were just too small to be coming out at 60 lines per inch. So first of all, that might be one thing that you'd like to try, reducing the LPI. And you do that when you're in Photoshop and when you change it to bitmap. You can choose the lines per inch. Now, as you can see, this is one of the exposures that I tried. This was a problem that I was having quite a lot, where it was just simply being underexposed and it was just blowing out all of the really fine detail. So my next step was to try and increase the exposure. But the problem is that the finer areas, they come out fine, but the more denser areas, I was really struggling to get out the dots. So this was kind of the problem, because I've got such a big variation between the gradients here. It's either with a lighter gradient, I could get them out, but the ones with denser, I just simply really struggled to get them out. So then we did it the other way, and I tried to get the exposure right for the more dense areas, but as you could see, I just started to actually wash out the really kind of lighter gradient area here. This was just simply, just blowing it out, and it was losing all of the detail. I was really struggling to either get this properly exposed or get this properly exposed. So I went onto Reddit and I asked a question, and one of the users said that I should try and double coat my screens. I've never double coated it before. Ignore this kind of streak here, because this is where I'm just simply exposing the screen a few times with different test images, and this just overlapped. As you can see, double coating the screen actually resolved this problem. You can see that I was able to resolve really fine dots here with a really light gradient. And this area, the more denser gradient, this actually come out fine. It still needs a little bit of tweaking. I think I need to expose it maybe a second or two less, just to maybe get out some more detail in these more denser areas. But yeah, if you're having any problems with getting halftones on your screens, then I would highly recommend to double coat your screens. So as you can see, I've done a lot of different tests here with this test strip. I did try doing a wet on wet double coat, so that is where you just simply coat one side, turn it over, coat the other side, turn it back around, coat it again, turn it around and coat it again while it's all still wet. And then I also tried doing the coat dry coat method. So you'd coat it both sides, you'd let it dry, and then you'd apply another coat onto each side, and then you'd let it dry again. Both of those have produced the best halftones. I can't really see that much of a difference. I think wet on wet just is going to save more time instead of having to let it dry twice. So that is probably the method that I will use going forward. And really, all I need to do now is I just need to tweak it by maybe a few seconds. But that has really helped me to do this double coat method. And we'll just get a little bit more up close with my macro lens so you can really see the detail that we've been able to resolve here. We're really getting tiny little dots. A few of them have blown out. I don't really think that's going to be too much of a problem on the final image, because this is going to be an A2 print. So I wanted to make that quick. It's just a little tip that might help people trying to print halftones at home. If you are a screen printer yourself, you're doing this at home and you're having success with printing halftones, please do share any other tips that you might have. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all later.